Okay, guys, so I'm going to start streaming a little bit. Trying to do a public stream here. It's not on accident this time. Had a question from a user. Just trying to get established here. Get my windows and stuff open up. We're going to work from this version of Chrome. Okay, so basically I had a question from a user that was like, can you make a video on how to install Flans, Planes, Mod, and Minecolonies for beta 1.7.3. Now, of course, and that's from Super Gamer Uchicha or whatever. Okay. Now, of course, I can't make a video, guys, for every single thing that you want me to install. So I figure some of this stuff I'll just stream. You know, I'll just stream some of it. And if that works out, then cool. So I'm just going to quickly check my stream settings here on the other side. And so we'll go ahead and we're going to install those. Okay. Like I said, in beta 1.7.3. Yeah, I appear to be streaming, showing one person watching. I'm not sure if that's myself, but whatever. Okay. So I can see chat on my laptop. But anyway, we're going to stream the installation of these. And then if that person wants to watch the stream, like here's the end result. Okay, if you're like in a hurry person or whatever, then that's it. It works. Okay, so I'll zoom in and you could see that this is the installation for Flans Planes mod in MultiMC. So Minecraft Modloader, ModloaderMP, TooManyItems thingy, AudioMod, TooManyItems, vehicles, and planes. So vehicles is another one of Flans mods. So you could choose if you want that or not. Okay. But that's the installation right there. It works. If that's all you need to know and you want to figure it out, then go for it. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how to do it and the mods, how I found them and all that kind of stuff. Because, you know, that's kind of the interesting part to me is what mods, how do you locate all these old mods and stuff, you know. So we're also going to do Minecolony. Minecolony is just Modloader and all that. Modloader and its settings for MultiMC. That's it. So I could potentially just put Minecolony right in here and we'd be good to go. So like I said, let me show you how I found some of these files. You know, that's kind of the interesting part to me in a lot of ways, because you have to go through and you learn all this stuff about what it was like in 2011, you know, when you're doing beta 1.7.3 stuff. You're like, okay, what was going on in 2011 in Minecraft land? And it was a lot different. It was a lot busier. There was a lot more people involved, and there was a lot of people that were running like trying to get noticed and do side scams and stuff like that. So Minecolony is particularly interesting because there was a forum, an official forum out here, right here, Minecolony forums. So Minecolony Pro boards, but it actually just started right around this beta 1.7.3 time. Okay, so you don't actually get like the information. First of all, when you're looking for a mod, and this, for instance, first came up when I was on Golden Age Minecraft, which I encourage you to go to if you're interested in old beta 1.7.3 stuff for Minecraft. Because it's a cool subreddit where a lot of the people that are collecting old mods and stuff are gathered. Okay, but somebody had asked me, or asked the general Reddit, to find RC13 of Minecolony, which was the last release. And then RC11 and RC12 are not that hard to find. But I did find it. Okay. And so basically, you know, you try to find the names of the mods, like the name of the zip file, Minecolony 0.7r313.zip, and search for that. And you're going to go through all kinds of questionable sites and stuff to find all that. So it's good to have good virus protection and, know how to protect yourself, basically. And then you, of course, try to get a list of sites that you think are pretty acceptable. But as I was saying, during the period with Minecolony, it's like people were posting forum posts. I don't know that Minecolony people were that active on the regular Minecraft forum. So there were quite a few people that were posting, fake posts, like not really disguising themselves, but posting for the author, posting like, hey, I'm the author and here's the links for it, like this guy. Like, here's an example. Minecraft 1.7.3 Minecolony mod. Okay. This is not the Minecolony people. And, they give you some download link, weird download link, which this stuff, these links are dead. So no use getting those. Then they'd post a video or whatever and, make it look semi-official like you would see with Minecolony stuff. But usually there was some ads or something along with it. And then there was a whole group of forum police, essentially, online that was like, hey, nice try, but blah, blah, blah. Indeed, threats lower, everybody was policing it. All right. So that stuff's kind of interesting to me. I like that history kind of stuff. Now, this SC Moans, was a well-known, like video producer, well-known streamer or something. I don't know. And so they had their own site where you download all kinds of stuff that's been taken over by adware and all this now. But you could get it from them. So here was one source for a Minecolony download. All right. And so this was Minecolony 12. And this is, you look for things that take you to Mediafire. Mediafire you can do in a incognito, but they've gotten pretty good now to where their ads are just what you see ads. They're not that bad. But yeah, see, this one's RC12. Okay, so RC12, you also try to find a change log to see what's changed about stuff. And that can be hard if the actual official site doesn't support it. But like here on RC13, it's going to tell you, fix town hall bug, this and that and that. So you try to find what the last one was, and that's RC13 for Minecolonies. So that's how I located it. And this person actually had told me that Minecolony was the last one. But he says it has a very bad miner AI, and 11 and 12, the builder has infinite resources. Okay. Now I have all of those, and they're fairly easy to locate. Again, that you get 12 from that SC Chowns guy or whatever right here. And then 11, I believe I got from a YouTube video. That's another good place to look, is these YouTube videos that people are doing installs. And hopefully, they were nice enough to at least give you a install. But of course, this stuff is actually shady back in the day because they're using AdFly. So they're passing you through AdFly, so they're getting paid. It's a sum that doesn't even add up to anything. I would be surprised if this person made, well, they only have 2,400 views, so they wouldn't even make $1, maybe $2, But it's still shady, and this was the thing that people did, is they'd pass it through AdFly with some link. Now this goes to Mediafire, and so again, you've got it on Mediafire. But that's another way to find these mods, is to go through and look at the install videos and try to get what you need from there. Now, Modloaders and stuff like that, there's solid sources for them now, so you don't have to do any of that.
A millionaire.
But RC13 was the harder one to find. Okay, so I never could find like a real safe source for it. See, and then you go to something like this mpgh.net. Okay, you're going to see a lot of mods. This is, I guess, a place where people would post mod listings. But there is no download on them. The download, if there is a link, I've even signed up to this in a throwaway address and stuff to try to figure out, is there ever a link? And no, there's just these virus links, that go to VirusTotal to tell you. I mean, not virus links, they're virus scan links. So I guess the concept here was that they were posting stuff about the mod and telling you telling you some information about it, and then telling you the mod was clean for whatever that was worth. That seems to be the thing. I've never actually ever been able to download anything from this site. So, but there's a lot of mods listed here. A lot of them. So, you could get the kind of installation instructions, but again, some of the videos and stuff will do it. But basically, Minecolony is pretty easy because all it needs is Modloader, Minecolony mod, and then AudioMod if you want that. So we're going to go ahead and do that one, and then I'll back up and just go over the Flans a little bit. Because here's the Flans finished. I did that yesterday or something. It works fine, but we'll do Minecolony. I haven't installed that one. So I'll just make a new instance here in MultiMC, and I usually just focus around one mod. I don't try to build a mod pack until I can figure out if I can get it to work by itself. So beta 1.7.3, of course, select that. Should have put it in the not any group right here, so I'm going to edit the instance. Okay, so basically I already have Modloader. I'll try to put links in the description for this stuff, but let's see, let's go to here. But Modloader and stuff, you want to get all that stuff from MC Archive these days. That's managed by the MultiMC people. They pulled together a lot of the mods that had disappeared, or not a lot, but some of the mods that had disappeared, and especially stuff like single player commands and AudioMod and Modloader, player API, things you're going to need if you're going to do beta 1.7.3. But the Aether's on here and stuff like that as well. So you get your stuff from here as a first choice if you can. Okay. But I've got Modloader, so I just add that to the jar. Click, it'll take me out on my disk, and I maintain a folder of mods. So MC mods. My file system's being kind of slow. MC mods. Beta 1.7.3 mods. Okay, so Modloader is what we want. We don't need ModloaderMP for this guy, but here's Modloader. That came from MC Archive. Then we're going to add AudioMod right here. And again, each one of these you want to open up and see what's inside of them. I'll do that. I'll show you that in a later thing. But all right, here's Modloader, or an AudioMod. Okay, and that's all we need for Minecolony. Now I've got the Minecolonies down here that I downloaded. Again, I'll get each version just to see if they're worth playing with. Like if there is significant bugs in each one, well, which version did I want? They said the builder had infinite resources in 12. That doesn't sound like necessarily a bad thing. So I already had 13 in there from that post that you'd seen on Golden Age Minecraft where I'd found it. But for this stream, I wanted to go through and find it again to figure out where I got it from. Which I did get it from. I'll show you where I did get it from. I don't know if I showed that. Where I finally found it. Yeah, I think we're here. Yeah, so what I ended up doing was finding the name and searching for Minecolony 0.7 rc13.zip. And it is on a decent site, I think. That wasn't so bad. I don't know if I see it in this list. Wild Planet RPGH. This is my listing. Oh yeah, mods reloaded right here. Again, incognito window, just to be safe. Just what it does is that just stops ad tracking and stuff. Anything that gets downloaded to your computer, like cookies and such, it doesn't keep them when you're in incognito. Okay, so basically they're showing 12 here and they're showing 13 right there. So that's it. It's actually not that hard to find. And then they have, it's a direct download. So when you do a direct download or something like that, again, another thing you can do is have VirusTotal installed. Or you can have I don't have any of the add-ons here. If I trusted the site enough, I could take this to VirusTotal and scan it first. Now, you know, VirusTotal is, let's go there. VirusTotal right here. Okay, and it uses a bunch of virus scanners. So a bunch. So you just basically paste the link that you want to check inside of there, and it'll go through and it'll scan it. Okay, and it'll give you a list. So that's a good thing to do if it's kind of a shady site that you don't necessarily trust. But again, these are kind of modded class files and stuff like that. So the danger of a mod, you know, I haven't actually studied like what a bad mod is, but these days, or I would imagine that in a lot of cases what it is they're trying to steal your login credentials. So see, they could alter class files and stuff like that that would steal your login credentials. But anyway, this guy's clean. You know, there's the scan. Goes through all these once and scans it. And then you can, if you want to post the scan report or whatever, you can save it. This scan report is now online at this link. So, you know, you just copy it and it's now online at the link there. So basically you just can post that to let people know, hey, I went through the next step of scanning this guy, at least trying to protect you guys a little bit. Okay. I've done that on Golden Age before, and it's like people would skip over my link and go to the next link. It's weird. I don't know. I guess stupid people. But they would maybe think VirusTotal was, that I didn't post that, and VirusTotal was trying to warn. I don't know. I don't know, man. Weird. And then there was somebody on here for a little bit that was freaking just, I would post something and they would post something right below it. So some of these people kind of got on my nerves. People, you know, if I go to the effort of trying to help you, then freaking at least say thanks or something. That's silly. And somebody just coming and stealing, you know, posting a link right below mine, and they grab that and thank all that person and ignore like I didn't even freaking exist. That's insulting, people. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so we found it. That's where I got it. I will now post it. I do have it posted, I believe, to my own MediaFire account, and then that's the link that you're seeing scanned and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and finish our install. Okay, and I suppose that when I post these, I'll put a link into where, you know, where the install instructions are in this stream archive or whatever. That way you could see it easier. Because I'm just doing this because I'm having fun talking, practicing, streaming, seeing how well it works, seeing if people watch or whatever. Okay, so I'm doing this. So here's Modloader, Minecraft Modloader, AudioMod. Now we're going to add the Minecolonies. Okay, so again, for anybody that's tuning in, we're installing Minecolonies for beta 1.7.3 because it was user request to do so, and I hadn't installed it myself before, so I was just going to show how to do it so you can learn. So here's Minecolony 0.7C13, RC13, the last version. So this should do it. This should give us Minecolony. Actually, guys, that's not true. because I need to go into the archive. Like here's beta 1.7.3 folder that I keep mods, and Minecolony RC13 right here. So put this in the Minecraft folder. Okay, inside of here, it tells you the instructions of where stuff is, where it goes. And so open the zip file. You can see I almost like linked it in without opening it. That's a plant. That's something that's easy to do. But basically it has this put into the Minecraft folder, put this into the mods folder. Okay. Which is, I guess Modloader will load it from the mods folder. Java's wanting to update. That's fine. We could do it that way. Later. Okay, so all this stuff is going into the mods folder. Okay, what's in here? This is the class files, probably. So you want to get down to the level of where the class files are. So this has the class files and then some of the images. I'm actually surprised that this goes into the mods folder. I haven't actually seen something that took all this stuff, all these PNGs and stuff, and put them in the mods folder. But, okay. We'll follow their instruction. Okay. We'll follow what they say. So they say put that into the mods folder. Okay. Well, that's simple enough. It is possible to load Modloader mods from the mods folder. REI's minimap or Ray's minimap is one that does that quite commonly. So let's get the instance folder here, and then we're going to paste. We'll go to the .minecraft. It's a hidden file on the Mac. On newest versions of Multi-MC, you could just hit the Minecraft folder button. Same difference. Get my Finder back up. Okay, and so there's the mods folder. So we'll do what they say and just paste all this into the mods folder. See if that's true or not. Okay, and back up. Okay, so they're going to tell us, put this into the resources folder, which again is very strange because that's floor plans. Normally resources is sounds, but okay. We'll follow it and see what it does. Resources. Go up one. I guess it hadn't done it because I hadn't actually launched. That's another thing, you know, you kind of want to launch Minecraft first because it'll pull down some folders, some files and folders. Like, see, now it'll have resources. Now, resources will be empty. That's normally where the sounds go, and that's what you'll see along with all these errors and stuff along the side. So as it's launching here in the log, it's going to start doing a whole bunch of errors, and that's the sounds not being there. So come on, guy. Let's do this. Let's continue to look then at what they want. All right, here we go with the launch. Okay, so these are all those sounds. So any of these errors is Minecraft trying to get its sounds. So I'll show you how to do the sounds later, but we launched, of course, we'd expect to because it's just Modloader and AudioMod. All right, so now we have the resources folder. They said put this in the resources folder. Okay, we did it. And then put this into the Minecraft folder. Right, that's more reasonable. So just go up all the way and just paste that. All right, so there's all of them. Now there is some minor text. I'm not sure what that is. Builder text. Yeah, I guess giving you like some credits or something, credits for it. New features. So there's quite a few README files in here. You may want to go through and read me, as well as install instructions. Yeah, they're saying Minecraft mods folder. So yeah, it's saying all that. So this should do it. Beside the Minecraft sounds. So let's add the mod. It should be added actually now, right here. So actually, when we did the launch, it should have had the Minecolony already in it. Now I'll show you how to check. Beside the fact of if one thing you're going to want to do, of course, to see if something's installed. There's a couple things. One thing you could do is you could check under config. You're going to have this file called Modloader CFG. So you can open it and you could see mod Minecolony right there is on. So that's telling you, yes, it installed okay. Okay. Now you want to go in here and search. Like, so to search here, you have to like scroll to the top somewhere and just click in the window, and then it'll search what's below it. So we want to say Minecolony here. There it is at the, just listing it. There it is as the mods that's coming through. And then here's the, I guess it's got some Java arguments in there or something. No. Instances, it's going to tell about its files that it's grabbing and all that kind of stuff. So it loaded fine, basically, is what it comes down to. So mod loaded, mod Minecolony, tells you right there it's fine. This is a Mac thing with the Java. It's not a problem. All right. So we should be good then on that guy. Let's go ahead and get our beta resources. So basically, I have a file out here that I use for the resources. Now, what's interesting is they said AudioMod if you wanted sounds, but we don't have anything that actually has sounds. So I don't think you even need AudioMod because we don't have anything inside of here. I didn't add anything that had sounds, unless in the mod itself there's some sound files, but again, that's kind of unusual. So let me just go out to the desktop where I have my assets right here. And then I have a symbolic link that I can use, and there's some stuff on my channel about that. You can see, like, here's the resources, and there's a symbolic link, so I don't continually copy this folder over and over again because its size is 51 megs. It's like audio for all of the versions of Minecraft, all down, you know, from beta, really from beta 1.8.1 and down. There were some sound changes in 8.1, I think. But anyway, I'll just copy that and put it in there. I'll give you a link to where you can get the audio files. So you want to put that into resources, replacing. Let's get these inside files. See, really for beta 1.7.3, we only need new sound. You need new sound, and you can just copy all these. It doesn't really matter. You don't need sound 3, okay, and you don't need PE, really. You know, and then new music and stuff you do need, but let's do that. So this will give us our beta 1.7.3 sounds. Again, we'll replace the new music. Okay, so that gets us everything we need. Now Minecolony should be installed for beta 1.7.3. So let's open this guy, and I don't know what it adds to the world. We'll put in like TooManyItems and see if there's items that are added, but otherwise we'll just see what we need to do to get the mod running. So you'll still get these errors even after you have installed the audio files. That's just a thing. So I'm going to go ahead and add TooManyItems to it. So again, just go out to where I keep my mods and out here. Okay, and we'll get TooManyItems. right here. And then Too Many Items recipe actually makes Too Many Items closer to how NEI and stuff works. That's something you definitely want to add to your modern beta 1.7.3 mod packs, because you're going to it's going to make it act much more like you would expect NEI to act. So you'll have too many items, then you could select an item and view its recipe, not just cheat it in. Okay, so that's kind of important. So let's check it out now. We'll just create a new world just with the defaults. Okay, press E for our inventory. Okay, I'm not seeing too many items. I need to check that. Oh, I put it into the mods. Remove that. I was wondering why there's that button there. Okay, just stream thinking, looking at some other thing in my brain, thinking about streaming, looking at the chat window and acting automatically. So, all right, TMI recipe and Too Many Items. I want those. All right, so that'll add them. I guess I'll summarize this video like toward the end or something, in case, you don't want to watch this, which you probably don't. But all right, here's Too Many Items. And like I said, Too Many Items recipe is pretty cool, because if I take and I get a crafting table, workbench right here, cheat it in, okay, and I put it down and I right click on it, I can now, it'll tell you in a key bind, I believe. The options, controls, toggle fog inventory. No, I guess not. But it was, see, as you hover over the item, it'll show you the recipe and the crafting. So that's pretty cool. That makes it less needing to cheat, less of a cheat thing. Okay, so let's see what Minecolony's added to it. All right, I can see gold coins. I can see a scepter. And a caliper. Go ahead and turn the music. Just turn it way down. So I don't know what these do, honestly. I mean, I've played newer Minecolonies. But it looks like that's all we have. So this is just going to kind of be a install. I may play with it later. I'm not sure. I'm going to check how beta 1.7.3 runs in the stream anyway. I'm just testing as far as streams go. Since I'm not recording locally, I'm assuming it'll run okay. But at this point, I'm just testing. I wonder what these scepters do. It looks like that's it as far as what gets added. Like, I don't know if you need to find a colony like in Millionaire or something. Or if it's like the newer versions where newer versions you like craft an item and put it down and whatever, and it gives it to you. So I don't know about how that works. But you can hear I've got the sounds and stuff, of course. It was so stupid that Mojang has eliminated the sounds. But I'll preview this a little bit. Basically, just want to see how it ran. Seems okay though. at least on my end. I'm assuming the streaming's fine as well. We'll check it. So that's Minecolonies installed. Yeah. I got an OpenGL error, not a big deal. All right, so there's Minecolonies installed. It's simple. Here's the list. Let's look at it again. It's kind of weird because it really goes in loader mods. All these folders go into the mods folder. So Minecolony, GUI, on all that go into the folder. That's very unusual, but not impossible. So that's it. And the instructions told you in the download how to do it. So basically, Modloader, I don't even think you need AudioMod, honestly, because it didn't have any resource sounds with it. Close this. When I go into the Minecolony folder, these are floor plans. So unless it has sounds inside the mod file, which we could look into that, put in a mods folder, this is the actual one right here. I can see if there's any asset sounds inside of here. See, I don't think so. Well, no, here they go. Okay, so Stone Og. Yeah, there's some sounds. See what they are. So I don't know, some kind of hit sounds or something. Appears that's it. So there are some sounds inside the mod. Okay. So there is that. So let's then look at Flans. Okay. So I showed you at the very beginning that here was the installation for Flans. Here's the list of stuff. Okay, so all this for Flans. Vehicles and planes are two separate mods, but they'll both work with this same setup. Okay, so the planes, I think I had two different versions that I had downloaded. So the Flans is actually still online at a regular source. So if I go here, so I showed you how to get Minecolonies, and basically just close all that. I want to keep some up for instructions, just so I can learn how to use it. I don't need to install stuff. All right, I'll keep this one up right now. But basically, Flans is still online. So you basically just go to Flans Mod Home, flansmod.com. Get rid of this. And this is it. So they have their installers all the way down, download and install, all the way down to betas. I guess they started on beta 1.3 and 1.4. Here it is for beta 1.7. Now, an interesting thing about that, let me mention something. It takes you to this media fire. This was the only confusing thing about it. All right, it takes you to this media fire folder, and they have a whole bunch of their mods in there. A whole bunch of mods. But they have, see, this planes. Well, yeah, planes. 1.7.3 version 15, which is real. And then I believe there was a version 16, yeah. Which I think this is mislabeled. It seems to me. I can't get it to work. Planes 1.7.3 16 doesn't work. I think that's for beta 1.8.1. I think that's mislabeled or something. Okay. And then they do have a version of turbo model thingy in here, but that didn't work either. So basically, I just got the planes from here, and yeah, this it says 1.7.2. You don't want that. That didn't work. I don't think was, yeah, and vehicles was in here too. So you could get vehicles as well from this one, from this link. So those are simple to get, but of course I'll leave a link. And then the turbo model thingy was a little bit hard to find. I do think I actually ended up using that same site that we looked at to get the Minecolony from, which was the MC modded thing or whatever. Let's see, turbo model thingy. From like MC Modder or something is where I ended up getting it. Turbo model thingy. Let's look at what the version was. Turbo model thingy 225. Yeah. That's what they suggest in the README was version 225. And I'm pretty sure. Yeah, mods reloaded is where I got it. So again, incognito window. And this is it. So there's 225. It doesn't tell you that it's beta 1.7.3, but at that level of 225, it is. Okay. Now, 226, I think I got from a YouTube video. Again, that's a strategy of just go and check out your YouTube videos for stuff. YouTube install videos. And usually those are pretty clean because it's attached to a person, you know. So that person is not going to upload a mod that has viruses and stuff in it if it's attached to their name. So that's why it's good to get some of the links for mods, older mods from install videos on YouTube. That's a decent way of doing it. Okay, so for Flans planes, then I have its version that I got from the Flans site. Then I have the vehicles, and I have TooManyItems, which is an add-on, AudioMod, all that. Okay, so we launch it, and it'll work. It's all good. So that's basically how you install the Flans mod. It's simple. Nothing to it, really. I mean, the hardest part in all this stuff is locating the files and then getting a README, trying to figure out which one's the last file. Then getting a README that'll tell you, you know. So here I am. I'm in a plane. Right now there's a plane. Everything's good on it. So there's the ones for the planes, for the vehicles. Now, a weird thing, I don't know if, I don't know which is right, because when you downloaded it, as I said, there was this 116, I believe it was 116, right here that didn't work on its own. Okay. I don't think it's for beta 1.7.3. I think they mislabeled it. 15 works, 16 doesn't. So, but it has this list of things in it, like that go into the resource files. So there's your sounds and stuff. And then here's a folder called planes. So it has all these text files for planes and positions about them. Now in the 15, it only had the like a text file list of planes. That doesn't make any sense to me. So if I go in here and I look in the text file list of planes, or go in and look into this folder. Let me close this. It's Minecolonies. Inside this guy right here. No. Instance folder. Okay. Then inside of the Minecraft folder, .minecraft, there's going to be this text planes, and it just has a list. Fokker, Camel, Spitfire, 2-seat biplane, all this kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm not sure which is which. Like that has pretty much the same, except there's a few more, a couple more. BF 109 is in there. 2-seat biplane. There's one called biplane. And that's it. It looks like biplane. But this just has a list. And this has like instructions. So I don't know. I just put it in there. Didn't seem to hurt anything. And we saw the planes. I got the planes. So not really sure about that. How that. This is from the original mod source. So I'm not sure about that. So I just did both. I like combined the planes folder from 16 and the everything else from 15. Because only 15 would work. So that's the thing. And then vehicles was no problem. Again, I could get it from the source, and you already had the needed things. You do need all the same. Modloader, ModloaderMP, which ModloaderMP, they had released their own version for it. So you could get that on that MediaFire folder, but it really shouldn't matter. It should be the same type of deal as the regular ModloaderMPs. But anyway, that's where I got that. So basically, I'll just leave a link to that MediaFire folder. And this is the order of it. So guys, that's pretty much it as far as installing those two mods go. And I see no reason you couldn't combine them. If that's what you were wanting to do, then you would just, you know, start playing with, you're not, Minecolony's needed the mods folder, so it's not going to conflict as far as that goes, and it basically had the same needs of Modloader and AudioMod. So that's it. They shouldn't conflict at all. And I hear you could, I read like a little thing that said you could install Minecolony along with Better Than Wolves and stuff like that for 1.7.3. So anyway, that's it for this one, guys. On this stream, I'll go ahead and, again, I'm just testing right now. And this is a lot longer and a lot a lot more detail than anybody would want to go into except for me. But I might as well do it for me. I mean, if I'm doing some work here, trying to figure stuff out, then I'm just going to go ahead and stream sometimes. And, you know, because I think that stuff is interesting, and I think other people do too, because I know they do, because there's a whole group of people out there actively searching for mods and all this kind of stuff and trying to locate stuff. And this is just kind of what we go through, because many of the sites that you would have normally gotten stuff for Dropbox and stuff are down. Dropbox created a big problem for a severing in Minecraft history. And I won't forgive Dropbox for that. I still use them for some personal stuff, but I will never, ever archive mods there. Never. Because they changed their public links and basically destroyed our link to the past in a big way to Minecraft stuff. And so I don't trust them doing that to go forward. Maybe I'll do some, I think I will learn a little bit about this mod, and maybe I'll play. I need to see how my playing works streaming. I'm still testing that stuff in the background. Anyway, this is ScottoMotto for right now. Signing off, guys, on this stream. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.